Hunger is not an issue of charity, but an issue of justice. Today, my intention is to persuade my audience that the state of Texas, namely Lena Wilson, the Commissioner of the Texas Department of Agriculture, must offer each student with a free breakfast and a free lunch when they come into school every day. We'll be discussing the problem, the solution, and the benefits. The problem being 1 in every 5 children in Texas facing hunger. The solution being implementing a universal meals program, and the benefits being positive impacts for students' health, mood, and performance. So of course, let's start with the problem. Like I said, 1 in every 5 children in Texas faces hunger. According to Feeding America and What Hunger Looks Like in Texas in 2022, Texas does not provide the means for every child to have a hot breakfast and a hot lunch when they come into school every day. Although there are resources available, such as the SNAP Food Benefits, the SNAP Food Benefits program is kind of a tough program to get into, and the subsequent non-approval of that program will cause each parent to have to set aside at least $600 per child. And someone like me, with my mom having triplets, as well as a 2-year-old, or someone 2 years older, that would cause a very large amount of money to have to be allocated. So there are numerous students that are going hungry for a multitude of reasons. Some of these reasons include fear and bullying, non-approval of the SNAP food benefits, poor communication, and the paperwork and stress that goes into it. So let's start with the fear and bullying. A lot of students have a fear that if they are accepted into the program, that they will be bullied for being lesser than their fellow peers, because the stigma is created that if you're poor, you're not, they shouldn't be in the same classroom. And that causes the student to not even want to be in the program. Moving on to poor communication. This could be between the student and the teacher, the parent and the teacher, or just the parent themselves. If they're not actively looking into these programs, then the student won't be privy to the program and what it offers. The non-approval of the program, like I said, there's a list of things that you have to do to be approved for the program, and then the paperwork and stress that goes into it is very daunting. And one thing that I didn't mention on there is actually the language barrier. If you're a foreign parent or a foreign student, it makes it that much more complicated and that much harder to get into the program if you don't understand what's being said. If the problem is not solved, this creates the risk for not only the students to go hungry, but the parents to go hungry as well. One mother told Feeding America of what hunger looks like in Texas in 2022 that she would actually skip meals for herself just to be able to have the funding to feed her kids. So we just discussed the problem of 1 in every 5 children in Texas facing hunger. Now let's discuss the solution, being implementing a universal meals program. So according to the California Universal Meals of 2022, California has actually started a very similar program, and they're urging other states' governments to sign a law into legislation that establishes a universal meals program. So under this law, it will force all schools, kindergarten through 12, to provide 2 free meals to each student each day, regardless of their eligibility, their social class, their status. Everyone will get these 2 free meals. This plan will work. It allows for no more worrying for the parents or the students, and it allows the students as well as the staff, teachers, to focus on why they're actually at school, to help the students learn and grow and thrive in their community. So like I said, in California, they have actually created this program offering free meals to all students. The reason that this works is because they've allocated a set of money because they know how important it is to feed these students. They've made it one of their 7 key pillars, allowing their students to heal, recover, and thrive. And they've received glowing responses from teachers, staff, and students alike. And one parent said that it's breaking the cycle of educational inequity and nutrition insecurity. And then additionally, all lunch debts from previous years have actually already been forgiven. So we just discussed the solution, implementing a universal meals program. Now let's discuss the benefits, which is positive impacts for students' health, mood, and performance. So research shows from the NAMCON Guardian in 2022 that free meals would provide the reduction of food insecurity, obesity rates, and poor health for students, as well as the increase of mood, health, and performance. If this plan is adopted, it will allow for the social solidarity of the students, reduction of bullying, as well as the enhancement of learning. Once the stigma of poverty is removed, it will allow for so many more improvements to be implemented in these students' lives. In California, a teacher immediately noticed changes in her students. She claimed that the kids are eating way more and they're more focused, eager to learn, and they're just happier. They've got one less thing to worry about. She also claimed that it's an amazing project with increased food security that has helped children succeed academically and break the cycle of poverty. So we just discussed the problem that 1 in every 5 children in Texas faces hunger, the solution being implementing a universal meals program, and the benefits, which would be the positive impacts for students' health, mood, and performance. Today, your voice could truly affect the lives of so many individuals for the better. So please contact Lena Wilson at programintake@usda.government. Everyone knows the best part about school is lunch, so let's make sure that every child has one.